So I'm standing in front of some of our hoop houses. And the hoop houses, even in our Mediterranean climate, have been crucial to our early spring profits. And spring and fall are pretty much your money-making seasons for flowers in the flower business. In the spring, everyone's coming out of winter. They're ready for color. They're ready for the signs that it's no longer winter. And welcoming flowers into their homes is a way that a lot of people love to celebrate that. It's also the beginning of wedding season. And so between just regular people wanting flowers in their homes and people suddenly putting on events and florists having an appetite for large quantities of blooms, it's a great opportunity for making money. So how are you going to have flowers in February and March and April when it's still raining outside and the soil temps are still cold? You're going to invest in some hoop houses. When we started growing flowers 10 years ago, we started growing ranunculus in hoop houses. They weren't these same ones though. They were permanent structures, set in concrete, couldn't move them, worked great for about 3 years. Then the buildup of disease pressure in those hoops made it impossible to grow quality ranunculus. So we moved on to put up these farmer friend hoops. They are about $10,000 each, and you can put them up in a day, take them down in half a day, move them to a new spot, put them up again. That has really reduced our disease pressure in spring flowers, of which there's always a lot of disease pressure in spring flowers, so we have to use strategies to mitigate that. So we start growing ranunculus, or our top grossing flower, year-round. We start growing them the first week in October, and we plant successions of them every 3 weeks until mid-December. So that's about one hoop house at the beginning of October, another one at the end of October, another one mid-November, and then maybe a few more in the beginning of December. That has us starting to harvest ranunculus in March, and we just harvested what I'm going to say is last today, which is mid-May. That spanned Mother's Day, and that was a huge money-making opportunity, always is. And it missed Valentine's Day. And I just say, forget Valentine's Day. It's not worth trying to break your back to have flowers in February. So along with ranunculus, we also do anemones in hoops. We find that we really don't need more than 150-foot row of anemones. So we do vast amounts of ranunculus, sell every stem, move through the successions. Anemones, one succession, planted at the beginning of October, and we harvest them starting at the end of January, and we could keep harvesting them now. They are heroic. They bloom and bloom and bloom. But as soon as the ranunculus come on at the farmer's market, people aren't as impressed by the anemones. They have their moment early, and they are just like a strong and steady, part of the team, but maybe a little less flashy. But considering that we only have one bed of them, they're probably our top grossing crop per square foot. So if you're a small farm and don't have a ton of space, great idea to plant things that are going to keep producing. Call them cut and come again crops, rather than just the kind of one and dones or the short-lived annuals. Other things that make it into the hoops, sweet peas. We have one bed of sweet peas here. It's just one trellis. We've experimented with doing more than that. We find that one is all we can keep up with, because once the temperatures pick up, they just flower, and harvesting them 3 days a week is all we can manage. So one bed of snaps is all we need. We planted them around November, and they start blooming for us kind of perfectly right when ranunculus are starting to wane. And we're like, oh no, we've got everyone hooked on flowers. What are they going to do? The sweet peas come on. They're always here for Mother's Day. They're great. So we do one succession inside, we do another one outside that we plant in March, and they're just starting to bloom now as we're kind of moving out of here.